it's Yolandi from Goodnight again. We are so happy with the amount of questions that we've gotten from you online, and we are going to keep asking for your questions because we're on a mission to help sleep superheroes. One of the big questions that we've been getting over the last couple of weeks is especially about newborns. And I've got lots of videos about newborns already, and I keep on saying the only consistent thing about newborns is inconsistency. But what is normal with regards to newborn sleep? How should they be sleeping? And the reality is that some babies sleep a lot, and they do spend almost 18 hours a day and night sleeping. Unfortunately, this is not on end. And sometimes they only sleep for 10 minutes, and you do exactly the same thing the next time, and they sleep for 3 hours. And that is quite a normal reality with newborns. Newborn babies don't sleep through the night. Some do, I lie. They do. Miraculously, they just have these long stretches from 7 o'clock till the next morning. But this is very unlikely. And most pediatricians and doctors don't recommend that you let your baby stretch without a feed when they're really small. So do ask this question to your pediatrician, especially if you go for your 6-week checkup, because often in the hospital they tell you, my baby, you need to wake up your baby if they don't wake up at night to feed them. Make sure to ask that question at 6 weeks again, because most probably your child has gained enough weight during that 6-week period that they don't need to be woken anymore to feed. And this is one of the key factors to help your baby to what you call it sleep better, is to improve your feeding. We are not feeding experts, we're sleeping experts. So you need to speak to a lactation consultant, a dietitian, or your pediatrician to improve the feeding, which can also improve the sleeping of your newborn. Newborns generally still wake up at night 2 to 3 times a night, even more when they're really small. But 2 to 3 times a night for a feed is not unusual for a newborn. And you don't need to force them to sleep and get them to sleep. You can't spoil a newborn. So you can still rock them to sleep and feed them to sleep when they're so tiny. There will come a time when you might need to do this less and less and less. And if you need help with that, you know who to call. Good night.